Hey guys, happy Friday. It is June 13th. We're here again with another read from the Black Tarot deck. I'm going to start with this particular deck today, and then for our second deck, we're going to use the Bloom deck, which is my favorite day. It's Friday, so I felt like this deck would definitely give some warm light to the end of the week and going into the weekend. And then we'll see what comes up for today's read. I'm excited for today. This week has been cool. I got dressed up, and here we are. So let's see what comes out for us today. All right. So today I'm going to do a pull spread of 12 and kind of see what we get for today. These came out. So let's just speak to that. Ooh. Oh shoot, I'm all messed up, guys. I hope that you're having a good day. This was pretty quick for the cards to come out. But you know, sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. I have one more card to go. Some of the, oh shoot. Okay, so I thought we had one more card to go, but we have more than one card. Hold on one second. All right. Ooh. Sorry, guys. It's like all over. All right. So, little more than 12 cards. But of course, like I always read what sticks out to me the most. So, thus far, we have the Six of Knives. We have the Four of Coins. We have the Nine of Knives. We have the Strength energy. We have this card that we read yesterday, which is the Eight of Coins. We have Temperance energy, which is Sagittarius. We are in a Sagittarius moon, so that makes sense. The Two of Wands, Judgment. Ace of Wands, which we read yesterday. Eight of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Wands, Son of Coins, Father of Baskets. And Five of Wands, the Hangman, which is kind of in limbo. She's wearing red, so I kind of see that as being in this, like, maybe in this point of confusion. 10 of Coins and Four of Knives. So I like to read the cards that kind of speak to the positive vibes for where we are. So the first card that actually came out really stuck out to me, the Four of Coins. So let's start with that. This is the Four of Coins, and I think we might have read this earlier in the earlier part of this week. And so let's do that. All right. So the Four of Coins is conservatism, security. A woman looks at the door expectantly. She has her cowrie shells tucked behind her back. Her shells hold the energy of earthly stability and security. This energy is different from being secure and stable in yourself. While we all want to live comfortably, material comfort and gain should not come at the expense of others. The Four of Coins warns of becoming fixated on earthly wealth and prosperity. When you have a one-track mind around financial concerns, that means living from a scarcity mindset. It is easy to become disconnected from what is truly important in life. While having savings put away for a rainy day is necessary and it's wise, make sure you're not operating from a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is fear-rooted in believing and acting from the idea that there will never be enough. The goal is to walk in a world carrying an abundance mindset, having gratitude while knowing there is more than enough to go around. Understand that giving and receiving are not separate entities, a balancing act, meaning like in order to give, you must receive. And then in order to give, then you will receive. In order to receive, then you must give. And give in a smallest way. Like, even if you have $1, you have $5, you have $100, you have $1,000. Like, if you're in the position to do so, then do it. And for me, I generally do that with my tithing. But however that you do it, make sure to have it, to do what you can. Understand that giving and receiving are not separate entities. A balancing act requires being able to receive when you give and being able to pay it forward when you graciously receive. Basically what I just said. So the yang energy, which is a positive vibe for this particular card, is financial security, living within your means, and a solid budgeting. So keep an account for your line items. And then the aligning is financially support something you believe in. So like giving back to a charity, or in the past, there was one birthday where I donated all like toiletries to a women's shelter. So those are things that you could do, like whatever it is that you want to give back to. Just do something small, or with whatever is within your means. The next thing, since we're in the coin energy section, I'm going to read the 10 of coins, which is this card here. And the 10 of coins speaks to generational wealth. So you have the 4 coins, and I actually have this right underneath the 4 coins. Generational wealth and financial security. So kind of leaving this energy coming into generational wealth and financial security. A family gathers together, cowrie shells strung above their head, and the cowrie shells is very representative of ancestral wealth. In abundance. The family has everything they need, and there is more than enough to go around. The 10 of coins comes with the comfort of knowing you are held. The card represents complete earthly and material success, but the card also carries a warning of becoming stagnant or complacent. Worldly wealth is not to be the end all be all. The family is building its legacy and knows that real wealth extends far beyond the funds. They are working to leave their descendants better off than they were during their time here on earth. So what it's speaking to is like breaking generational curses. And generational curses might not be financial. It might be generational traumas, which is emotional bounding. Anything that has to do with like mindset, that has carried on from generation to generation. Those things are being represented in how you're doing things differently based on how you're building and sustaining your legacy. And making decisions rooted in love for yourself, for others, and for the planet. Now that you're secure on solid ground, prepare for what's to come next. The yang energy, the positive vibes for this particular card, is generational wealth, old money, legacies, family traditions, and gatherings, having plenty. And aligning is writing letters to everyone who's very important to you, then send them or give them back to earth. So you can write a letter if it's somebody you want to forgive, because the thing about it, when you hold on to particular energy, yes, when you hold on 1 second, guys.